we'll go for the optical fiber numericals. Okay. So last time, in last lecture, we have seen the acceptance angle. Acceptance angle. And that acceptance angle was the angle if this is the optical fiber and core and clad, and we have this fiber like this. And then we have the normal here. So whatever the light is incident in particular region, this way and this way, only this angle, this is theta A, this is also theta A. So theta A is on both sides, upper side and lower side, and to the left and to the right, and that forms a cone, and that cone was called as acceptance cone, whereas this angle is called as acceptance angle. So acceptance angle is given by theta A, and full acceptance angle. Full acceptance angle. So that is this whole from this point to this point. So this will be 2 theta. There is no symbol for full acceptance angle. It is written just like this, 2 theta. Okay. So now we know that this theta A or the sine of the theta A, sine theta A is given by square root of n1 square minus n2 square. Now using this formula, this formula is very simple. It is very easy to remember, and obviously it is easy to forget. What happens is normally people just get confused with this formula as like this. Sometimes they write n1 minus n2. Sometimes some people write n1 square plus n2 square. Sometimes people write like n1 plus n2. Sometimes they write n1 plus n2 only, or n1 square plus n2 square, or n1 square minus n2 square. I'm telling you again and again that this formula is very simple to remember, and therefore it is very easy to forget. Therefore, you should practice more and more numericals for this formula. I will certainly give more numericals on Google, sorry, Moodle, not Google Meet. Okay. Okay. So let us take first numerical. Just write it down in your book. Number 1, for example, the refractive index of 4. Sorry, not 4. 4 is say 1.5, and the refractive index of clad is suppose 1.48. These are the typical values. So what is the acceptance angle? You have to find out what is acceptance angle. The solution. What is the solution? What is given data that you have to start with? So given data is n1 is equal to 1.5, n2 is 1.48, and we have to find out theta A. Unknown. And we know that sine theta A is equal to square root of n1 square minus n2 square. Now putting these values, what we get is 1.5 square minus 1.48 square. Now here either you can solve directly using calculator, calculators are allowed, or you can just go stepwise and find out the answer. So go ahead and type your answer in chat box. Okay. For those who have joined late, I will just repeat it. we have this acceptance angle, this one, theta A, and if we take the whole angle, the upper theta A and lower theta A, then it becomes full acceptance. The formula for sin theta A is square root of n1 square minus n2 square. Normally, people get confused in different types of formula like n1 minus n2, n1 square plus n2 square, n1 plus n2, and so on and so forth. So you should remember this formula, and you should get these 2 marks without any effort, without any uh, real effort. Okay? So these are free marks for you. Now, the problem is refractive index of core is given as 1. So what is the acceptance angle? Now the formula for acceptance angle is sin theta A equal to square root of n1 square minus n2 square. And that is equal to square root of 1.5 square minus 1.48 square. So square root of 1.5 square is 2.25. That is well known. And 1.48 square is कितना आता है?
2.19.
2.190.
Okay, 2.190. And therefore this difference comes out to be
0.06.
0.06. Okay. And therefore the square root of 0.06 comes out to be
0.244.
0.244. Now this is the value of sin theta A, right? And we want to find out the value of theta A, which will be sine inverse of 0.244. Now what is the sine inverse of 0.244? You can find out in calculator. Only thing what you have to remember, this is the screen of the calculator. Only thing what you have to remember that it should be in degree. Okay. So there are 2 symbols for the angle. One is radian, RAD, and DEG for degree. So make sure that you are in degree. So this should come out around maybe 14, 15. What is that? Sine inverse point.
14.12.
Okay, 14.12. 12. Okay. Now, depending upon the calculator, this value may vary slightly. Sometimes you will get 14.1, 14.09, or 12, 12, or 14, something like this. That is okay. That is okay. Okay. This looks very simple. Of course, it is simple. Okay, Yash Tamgadge has some issue. Let me share the code for the meeting there.
So the problem is solved.
Solved?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 14.12. Right. Very nice. Now let us go for another problem. Everybody has understood? Does anyone need me to repeat?
No, sir. Understood.
No, sir.
No, this is very simple actually. It is not so big. It is not so difficult. Now let us take another problem where the flat diameter is 1.5. Sorry, diameter. No. Flat refractive index is 1.5. And core refractive index is 1.53. So you can calculate the theta A. I won't tell you how to solve this. You already solved one, and you can see the screen and solve it, and just type your answer in the chat box. Okay. Okay. I don't understand why you people are joined so late. Now don't wait for the links. Links are already there. Just hold on. This is very important call. Okay. So I'll just try to solve the other problem so that everybody will remember, understand. Okay? Some people are saying, please repeat. So, okay, we'll take this problem. The next, second problem is same like first problem, so you can understand the first problem also. Okay. So, sine theta A. So, does anybody want to say something? Aditya?
Sir, 17.45.
Okay.
Second का answer.
Okay. So let me write here 70.45, not 45. It is 45.
45 है 17.45.
So the formula for this problem is sin theta A equal to square root of n1 square minus n2 square. Now the n1 is the refractive index of core, and that is given by 1.53, right? And then n2 is the refractive index of lead, so which is 1.5. Now therefore, sin theta A will be equal to square root of n1 square. N1 square is 1.53 square minus 1.5 square. Okay. Now you can calculate directly using the calculator. You can just put all these values and get the final answer. Or you can just calculate stepwise. This 1.53 square. What is 1.53 square?
2.34.
2.34. Okay. And then 1.5 square is 2.25. 15 का स्क्वायर हमें पता है 225, right? So that you can calculate easily. So now this is square root of 0.09. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is now square root of 0.09 is 0.3, not 0.03. 0. Okay. So sin theta A is 0.3, and therefore theta A will be sin inverse 0.3, right? Now when you calculate it in calculator, what is the care that you have to take is it should be in degree. यहाँ बीच में कहीं तो भी डिग्री का सिंबल आएगा, DEG लिखा होगा. It should not be in radian. Remember, and then you can get the sin inverse of 0.3. It will be somewhere around 17.45.
45. 45.
45.
Sir, 45.
Okay, not 54. 45 degree. Got it? Any doubt? Any question? These are very, very simple problems. There is nothing much to explain. Okay. So I hope Sachi, you have understood now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there will be more questions for practice on Moodle. Maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, depends. And you can solve these questions as many as you can. Again, these will be random questions, so you can solve the same test again and again. So you can go for it. Okay. Now let us go for another topic, which is called as fractional refractive index. Fractional. Fractional refractive. So what do you mean by fractional refractive index? Now we know that the clad and core has slightly different refractive indexes. So always N1 is greater than N2, and I can say safely that N1 is slightly greater than N2. It is very close to N2. So we are just taken the example like if this is 1.53, this is 1.5, or if it is this is say 1.5, and then this is 1.48. So the difference is very small, okay? But it matters. It matters a lot. It matters a lot. If there is no difference, then the light will pass through the clad and it will get lost. Okay. So this difference is very important, and depending upon this difference, we define a factor called as fractional refractive index. It is denoted by delta, this capital delta. Okay. And this is equal to N1 minus N2 divided by N1. Okay. So this is how we have defined. This is how we have defined the refractive index. Okay. Now, fractional refractive index. Now we have the formula sin theta A is equal to square root of N1 square minus N2 square. And now the question is, we have to convert this formula in terms of delta. Okay. So what we do is we take the first N1 square minus N2 square. Just forget about the square root right now. We will add square root at the last step. So what we can do is just use the identity A square minus B square equal to A plus B, yes,
A minus B.
A minus B.
A minus B.
It's very well known. You all use this from 7th or 8th standard. Okay. So what we can write is N1 square plus N2 square. Sorry, not N1 square plus N2. N1 plus N2.
N1 plus N2.
Let me write once again. N1 plus N2 and in second bracket N1 minus N2. Very correct. Very correct. Now consider this difference is very small. So N1 is nearly equal to N2, right? 1.5 and 1.48. So this difference is very small. So if you add these two, N1 and N2, okay, so that N1 plus N2 can be considered as nearly equal to 2N1. Am I right? So why we are doing all these things? Suppose somebody has say 10,001 rupees and the other one is as 10,000 rupees. So practically when we speak, both have 10,000, right? And if you add, it is approximately 20,000. We don't care about one when we add this, but if you take the difference of these two, then what happens? This 1 rupee also matters. 1 rupee also matters, right? That is why this difference, even though N1 is nearly equal to N2, we cannot say N1 minus N2 is 0. No. But we can say N1 plus N2, yes, it is nearly equal to 2N1, right? So putting this value in this equation, we get N1 square minus N2 square equal to N1 plus N2. N1 plus N2 becomes 2N1 and multiply by N1 minus N2 as it is. Now we want to put this delta here. So to put the delta here, we need something like n1 minus n2 divided by n1. We don't have n1 here, so what we do is we divide by n1 and we multiply by n1. Is that okay? Dividing and multiplying by the same number doesn't make any difference. Okay? Now, this one we know is delta, right? So what I can write is 2n1 into n1, so n1 square, and this is delta, right? Now we want the value of square root of n1 square minus n2 square. Okay, we want the value of n1 square minus n2 square, square root. Okay, so square root of n1 square minus n2 square. So taking the square root on right hand side also, square root of 2n1 square delta, and this is the value of sin theta, and this is the value of numerical aperture. It is the same, all these are same, and therefore we have the numerical aperture, or that is equal to sin theta A equals to, now taking this n1 square outside the square root, so we get n1 square root of
N1 to delta.
right? This is very important. Clear? Any doubt? Any question? No question? Yes?
Sir, what is NA?
N is numerical aperture. Yesterday we were talking
How
about,
they come?
we have seen this optical fiber, okay? And then we have this cone. So in this cone, just like in previous example, we had 14 degree, and the second example there was 17 degree. So let us take the second example, 17 degree. So this is the acceptance angle. So whatever the light you insert, like this here, sorry, not in this direction, inside the cone, like this, or like this, it should touch to this point, okay? Like this. So all the light will get accepted. This will be accepted, okay? And it will pass through the optical fiber like this, or like this, like this, whatever it will be, okay? In different mode. Now this aperture, through which aperture means it's a kind of hole, okay? छेद कर दिया हमने, kind of. So that aperture is called as numerical aperture. Now why numerical? Because this is a just number. It doesn't have any unit. So it is just a number. Okay. Are you getting it? And now,
Yes, sir.
just by knowing the fractional refractive index, you can find out the numerical aperture. Okay. So let us take another example on this formula, and then we'll go for. Then I will stop speaking. You have to tell me the application of laser and optical fiber one by one. I'll go for one by one. So take the numerical number 3. Suppose the refractive index of 4 is 1.53. The above example. Okay. And then the fractional refractive index is that you have to calculate if the angle of acceptance is 17 degrees. Okay. I hope you can calculate very nicely, very easily. Just try it. If you have any issues, please let me know.
Yes, screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible. Is it
Visible
okay
now,
now?
sir.
Okay, okay. By
Yes, sir.
mistake, I just minimize the screen. Okay, sorry.
So 0.017.
Okay, let me write his answer first. There is one answer. Answer 1.17.
017.
Okay. If anybody has any other answer, please let me know. I'm not saying that this is correct answer. Okay. So let us check. How about others? It's okay if you are slow, but you should be steady. Formula that I just write here. So sine theta A is equal to n1 square root of 2 delta.
Sir,
Yes.
0.0162.
Then there is another answer 0.016.
0.1162.
64?
2.
2. Okay, 162. Okay. Any other
Sir,
answer?
0.017.
17. Okay. The same answer. Anybody has any different answer? कोई ऐसा है कि जिसको समझ में ही नहीं आया ये कहाँ से आ गया भाई कैसे निकाल लिया हाँ एनीबडी
Sir, 0.07.
0.07 07 or 017 07 this is what you want to say
Yes, sir.
okay
Sir, 0.017.
okay 17 is one more so we have
Sir, 0.017.
okay 4 people who are saying 0.017 who has told 0.07 0.07 किसका आंसर आया नहीं don't worry it may be possible that this is wrong this is correct okay let's try once and then we'll go for discussion okay. So sine theta a equal to n1 square root of 2 delta and we don't know delta so we'll just take this on left hand side so square root of 2 delta equals to n1 goes to denominator so sine theta a divided by n1 right so what is sine theta a sine 17 degree divided by n1 n1 is 1.53 so what is sine 17 degree
0.2923.
0.2923 divided by 1.53. How much is this?
0.189.
Okay, 0.1189.
Yes, sir. 189.
189. Okay. So this is square root of 2 delta. Okay. And therefore, taking out the square root, we get 2 delta equal to 0.189 square. Okay. So how much is
Sir.
this?
सर
Yes.
सर 0.1910 आता है सर उसका फ्रैक्शन डिवीजन 0.2923 अपॉन 1.53 का 0.1910 आता
0.1910. Okay, that is okay. This is 189 and this is 191. Okay. So let me cut this. Okay. So it depends upon the calculator and how you are doing the steps. Okay. Slight difference आएगा. Don't worry about it. Okay. So this is 0.191 square. And how much is that? 0.191 square. 19 का square कितना?
0.4370
4370 कैसे आएगा? 20 का 400 आएगा.
0.036.
0.036. 19 का जो स्क्वायर आता है ना, इट विल बी समवेयर, आई थिंक 19 का स्क्वायर कितना आता है? 381 या 361 आता है. ठीक है, तो उसके रेंज में आएगा वो. नाउ डेल्टा विल बी इक्वल टू टेकिंग 2 ऑन लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, सॉरी राइट हैंड साइड. तो दिस इज 0.036 डिवाइडेड बाय 2. 18 दूनी 36.
0.018.
Okay. So it is quite okay if you get 0.018, 0.017 or 0.0169 or something like that, or 0.01812, whatever. So that should be the range, okay? 0.01 and then something number. Got it? Now,
Yes,
if
sir.
you take it in percent, if you take this number, say 0.017, so if you take the percentage means this 1.7%, right? Approximately. So the difference between these two, the fractional refractive index, is just changing by 1.7%. It's very, very small, very small. Okay? So the core refractive index is quite close to the clad refractive index. और जैसे जैसे ये आप डिफरेंस कम करते जाओगे ना, ये आप देखो, ये फॉर्मूला n1 square minus n2 square. So if this difference is very small, then this angle will be smaller. तो ये एंगल कम कम होता जाएगा. जितना डिफरेंस ज्यादा होगा एंगल बढ़ता जाएगा. But then there is a problem that there may be a slight deviation, and then there is always a possibility that the light will get lost in clad. तो इधर से आएगा लाइट, ऐसे ऐसे अगर आ गया सीधा चला गया. ठीक है, so it is not pass on. So that is a big problem. So therefore this angle is specifically kept low so that we can pass the light as much as we can. Okay? Otherwise there will be more losses here. So are you getting this point? Okay. Anybody want to say anything? Is it okay? You have understood this? Yes? Okay. So let us take a short, let me stop my presentation and then let me Sorry, by mistake, I left the meeting. Okay. Coming back to you now, I request every one of you to use the not use. You have to tell me the application of either optical fiber or laser. Whatever you know. Very small, one application per student. That's it. So I don't want too much. Okay. So let me go one by one. Pritesh Angure.
Sir, networking and telecommunication.
Okay. Network and telecommunication.
Networking.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Say. What do you want to say? Okay. He has told about the network and communication. Okay. Now Durvas.
Sir,
Okay, Pritesh, you want to say something? Let us listen to Pritesh first.
for optical fiber, sir,
Mm-hmm.
sir, for data storage also it can be used.
Optical fibers? No, no. Normally, we don't use data for the data storage. We don't use the optical fibers. We use only what do you say? The hard disk and that kind of things. Okay. Durvas? Durvas is there? No. Akanksha Bhagat?
Laser is used to find or detect internal cracks of a building.
Very nice. Very nice. Good civil engineer.
Thank you, sir.
You are looking for the application in civil engineering. The cracks or the fractures are found out using the laser. Okay. So basically, that is one application, but normally we don't use the laser. We use normally the ultrasounds. Okay. So that is much better actually. Okay, Sarang Boyer.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, you tell me any one application of either laser or optical fiber.
Sir, laser is used to industrial work
Mhm.
for cutting the material and accurate measurement.
Okay. Why do you think that this is used for cutting the material? What is the special thing that you feel?
Uh,
लेजर में ऐसी क्या स्पेशलिटी है कि वो मेटल भी कट कर देता है?
सर उससे एक्यूरेट कट हो सकता है.
क्यों? Why? It is because of the two things. One is it is highly intense. The intensity is very high, so that
sir.
when the light incident on the material, it produces heat, and because of this heat, it can break the bonds.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, it can cut. Okay. Second thing, why accuracy? Because it is very less diverge. The divergence of the beam is very less. It is very sharp. आप इसको फोकस कर सकते हैं. जितना कम चाहिए उतना कम फोकस कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. Even in micrometers.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Samskruti.
Used for data transmission.
Okay. Any other? How much data you can send? What is the practical? नहीं. अभी प्लान देखे ना क्या BSNL, जियो, एयरटेल इसके प्लान देखे. Keep reading about it. के बारे में थोड़ा थोड़ा पढ़ते रहो. 300 Mbps is the practical limit right now for India. Okay. In different countries, it is quite high. In some cases, it is 1 Gbps. Okay. I know you must be very happy. 1 Gbps. Okay. And in some cases, if there are very special purpose optical fibers, just like न्यूक्लियर फिजिक्स में बहुत सारा डेटा होता है, तो उसको अगर ट्रांसफर करना है तो देन यू नीड अ वेरी स्पेशल काइंड ऑफ ऑप्टिकल फाइबर्स. तो वो डेटा ट्रांसफर बहुत अच्छा होता है. वेदिका.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Lasers are mostly used in medical fields.
Okay. Where in medical field?
Procedures like surgeries and dermatology, plastic surgery,
Yes.
and many.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Nilesh. Nilesh, are you there? Okay. Atharva.
Laser heat treating is a surface modification process designed to change the microstructure of metals through control heating and cooling.
I didn't understand. Can you please repeat?
Surface laser heat treating modification process designed to change the microstructure of metals through control heating and cooling.
I think you are talking about heating and what do you call it? Surface hardening and something like this.
Yes. Yes.
Normally, what happens is if you have metal, then the metal is heated, the surface is heated, and suddenly it's cooled. Okay. So it becomes hard. Okay. That is called as surface treatment. That we will study in maybe second year. Okay. So that is also one of the part that you can take the application of laser. Next is Gokul.
Sir, lasers are used in the laser welding optical fiber cables and on 3D printers
Yeah.
and detecting earthquake and underwater nuclear blast.
Detecting earthquake. I don't know how it is used for detecting the earthquake. Yes, underwater it might be useful. And what was the first application?
In an optical fiber.
Yeah, okay.
For transferring high data speed,
Okay.
upload and download speed.
Yeah. Okay. Neha.
Sir, lasers, it is widely used for various types of cosmetic surgery, including removals of certain kinds of birthmarks.
Oh, you can remove the tattoo also. Okay. Deep Ingole.
Sir, laser lamp like helium neon lamp is used for signboard.
No, for signboard, lasers are not normally used. But yes, they are used for laser shows. देखा है कभी laser show? टीवी पे देखा होगा?
Yes, sir. State DJs.
Yeah, that is very beautiful. Okay? And nowadays, that light and audio show, what they call, वो अभी ये नागपुर में होने वाला है, शुरू होने वाला है, शुक्रवार तालाब पे, ठीक है?
Live concerts.
Yeah, that is there in Raman Science Center also. Or you can just see YouTube videos. It's very simple. Okay? So you can see different diagrams in space using the lasers. So that is called as laser show. Good. Vedanti.
Sir, lasers are also used in barcode scanner.
Yes, very good. Very good. Barcode scanner. That is day to day. You can just go to any big shop and then you can see the barcode scanner. Okay? ये अभी अपना नजदीक में कहा दाते मंगल कार्यालय जो है ना उसके साइड में शुरू हुआ है, वहाँ पे भी you can just go and visit. Okay. Tejas Jadhav.
Sir,
Yeah. Yes, Neha.
lasers machine is useful to find a deep hole, very deep hole,
Fine. But where? I mean, which deep hole?
to drill a very fine and deep hole.
Yes, yes, yes. Drill. Yes, drilling is very important. And if the hole size is very small, for example, in micro machining, micro means 10 to the power minus 6. If you are using that kind of small machines, so you will have to use some kind of drilling. So in that case, a laser is normally used. Okay? Small holes. ठीक है, जैसे आपके मोबाइल में जो छोटे छोटे पार्ट होते हैं ना, तो उसका ड्रिलिंग कैसे करते होंगे, उसके स्क्रू कैसे लगाते होंगे, ठीक है, तो उसके लिए फिर ये लेजर यूज किया है. ठीक है, so that is very highly accurate. That is quite good example. और ऑफ कोर्स बड़ा सा अगर करना है तो वो करते ही है, लेकिन छोटा भी कर सकते हैं. ओके, तेजस जादव.
Sir, laser is also used for the military purpose for targeting the destination.
Yes. Do you know anything specific about it?
Sir, in the Uri War, I saw the movie.
Yeah, and that is there are some specific missiles which are called
Laser guided missiles.
Yes, very good, Jay. Laser guided missiles. Okay. So the target is already decided using the GSM, and then it has the accuracy of about 1 meter. मतलब अगर जहाँ पे गिरना चाहिए वहां से ज्यादा कितना डिफरेंस आएगा, 1 मीटर का, इतना एक्यूरेट होता है. इवन दैट हैज रिड्यूस्ड नाउ. So that is very good. Laser guided missiles. Ayush Jinde.
Hello, sir. Lasers is used in remote sensing, and also it is used in the gravity wave detector.
Yeah, remote sensing is a big part of civil engineering. Okay? So you will learn about remote sensing maybe 3rd year or 4th year. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And then, Dhammadeep, are you there? He was there.
Sir, can I lift meeting?
No, don't leave. Don't leave. You should learn about the applications. So others are saying, others were waiting for you, right? Sakshi Kadse.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So we'll go up to 20 only today. Later on, I will just take the attendance, or maybe 15. Okay, just give me the attendance and we'll continue with others tomorrow. Sakshi, like Komal Kodke,
Present, sir.
Saurabh Nandanwar,
Present, sir.
Nina,
Present, sir.
20, 25. Okay.
Present, sir. Payal Jidnate.
Yes, sir. 21, Chetan.
Present, sir.
22, Sakshi Misar.
Present, sir.
23, Sakshi Selukar.
Present, sir.
24, Akshit Satone.
Present.
25, Sujal Chambarkar.
Present, sir.
26, Kalyani Shirbate.
Present, sir.
27, Shreyas Dapre.
Present,
28, Shreyash, are you there? Okay. Welcome. 28, Shubham Ugemuge. 29, Aman Shukla.
Present, sir.
30, Sejal Sumanwar.
Present, sir.
31, Yashram Gadge.
Present, sir.
32, Srushti Thakre.
Present, sir.
33, Vidisha Urkude. 34, Aditya Wagh.
Present, sir.
35, Vedant Wagmare.
Present, sir.
36, Shubham Zore.
Present, sir.
37 Harshal Jyoti.
Present, sir.
38 Likhit Bhure.
Present, sir.
39 Jay Damande.
Present, sir.
And 40 Arya Satod.
Present, sir.
So next time you also find out the different applications of laser and optical fiber, and we'll continue. Okay. See you. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye,
Bye, sir.